Alright, I'm recording this after I just got done playing a match of Rivals. I got my ass busted in, basically. Lost media has always been something that has intrigued me. The concept that a piece of media that a singular person or sometimes a group of people worked on just disappeared. It's always fascinating for me to look into. Not always that it's forgotten. A lot of times the media was pretty well known and respected and loved, but you know, as time went on, people slowly lost interest over time in it. But years later, when people want to look back on their childhood and what they loved, they come to find it's gone. In most cases, people don't even wonder to try to look into what could have possibly happened to it. This is something that happened to me, basically. But I think I should give some context before we start talking about the media itself. Those Nights at Fredbear was a game being developed by Nixon, which was unfortunately cancelled. You might know Nixon for making things like Those Nights at Rachel's, but you most likely and most importantly know him for being the creator of The Joy of Creation. When it comes to Those Nights at Fredbear, this game would have most likely and most probably have been pretty revolutionary for the fan game scene, because if it had come out, it would have been the first full 3D free roam high quality Fnaf fan game and would have probably changed the fan game scene much earlier on. But look, it got cancelled. But people were still fascinated by what this game could have been, that they went out of their way to make their own Those Nights at Fredbear's versions and remakes. And this happens till this day. Most of you might remember a couple months ago, there were 2 Those Nights at Fredbear's games that blew up, which went absolutely bonkers on YouTube and social media, and I don't think they're gonna go away. I think as long as the Fnaf community is around, I think we'll get a Those Nights at Fredbear game every year. But in today's video, I want to talk about one specific Those Nights at Fredbear's remake.
Welcome to Those Nights at Fredbear's remake. Now, as you guys know, I played Those Nights at Fredbear's, but apparently this is like a remade version of the game. You guys will all tell me in the comments down below to play it, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Here we go.
Alright, you heard it from the man himself. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Those Nights at Fredbear's remake, or as I call it, the 2016 Those Nights at Fredbear's remake. The game was made by Glitch5970 sometime in 2016. It had mixed reception. Some people really liked it, others hated it. And I think most of the positive reception came from the fact that, don't quote me on this, this was most likely the very first Those Nights at Fredbear's remake, because don't even take my word for it, just listen to what Fusion says.
Remake. Now, as you guys know, I played Those Nights at Fredbear's.
He doesn't say he played a past Those Nights at Fredbear's remake, he says he played Those Nights at Fredbear's. How does that make any sense? I don't fucking know.
Wow, Jesus, you really do great research. Haha, and you really think you're gonna be a big Fnaf YouTuber with this bullshit?
Nah, cause genuinely, I looked into it. I can't tell you what the fuck Fusion's talking about. Looking at all the videos made before this one, he only ever made videos talking about the original version of Those Nights at Fredbear's. And obviously, there was no gameplay. He was just reacting to trailers. And before you asked, I am aware that there was a build of Those Nights at Fredbear's that did come out, but that was way after this game. That was in 2025. And I'm pretty sure Fusion's not a time traveler, so I don't think he played Those Nights at Fredbear. What I'm pretty sure Fusion's most likely talking about is these 2 videos right here, where he played a Fredbear's game, but I don't know what he means by I played Those Nights at Fredbear's. And I haven't mentioned this until now. Obviously, this game is lost media. I can't play it. So I'm using footage from both Fusion Z Gamer and I don't know how to pronounce his name. Looking at the menu, it's pretty basic. You can tell the menu isn't pre-rendered or anything. You can see that the menu is taking place in-game. In Fusion's video, it's only Spring Freddy and Spring Bonnie, but in the second one, you can see Fredbear and Spring Foxy in the back. The map layout of the office is pretty close to what was in the original Those Nights at Fredbear. Problem is, there wasn't much footage of the map itself, so for what we have, this is pretty good, I'd say, except there's some things that even I don't know, like what the fuck is going on. For example, the entrance to the building is on fire. For what reason? I mean,
this is what the fuck is wrong with Nick.
Your guess is as good as mine. And then when it comes to the textures and the visuals, this is the most Unreal Engine 4 game I've ever seen a day in my life. The lighting is all over the place. You can see the animatronics from the other side of the building because of their yellow glowing eyes. And the outside has these hyper-realistic tree, hyper-realistic grass, and then the inside of the building has these shitty textures for the tables. And then the flashlight, whenever you look at a wall, you just get flashed. Also, whenever you go near the stage, a song called Wall Boomer's Call will start playing. And basically what it is, it's a free royalty song that was made around sometime in 2012. It's a cool little song. It does fit the vibe that I imagine Fredbear's would be, because I feel like most people in their head have a thought of what Fredbear should look, sound, and feel like. And for me, in my opinion, this song fits for what I think Fredbear should sound like. On the gameplay side of things, it's nothing special. It's literally just survive till 6 a.m. by just walking around. Literally, like, there is no gameplay. You don't have to counter any of the animatronics by doing anything special. You just hide, go into your rooms, don't use the cameras, don't do that, trust me. And I mean, look at that 6 a.m. screen. Woo, top notch. What I want to talk about is the models. Spring Freddy, Spring Bonnie, and Fredbear were made by Everything Animations for the original of those Nights At Fredbears, but after the game got cancelled, they later went on to publish the models out for anybody to use, and they were used in this game. Spring Foxy is a recolor of Everything Animations' Unwithered Foxy model, just made him yellow. He's also fast as shit. And the same thing goes for Plush Golden Spring, I don't know what to call this guy. Plush Trap. He was also made by Everything Animations. The only other thing I could talk about is that there's an extras menu. It just shows off the characters. There's literally nothing else. With most Fredbear games, you're probably used to there being like a secret character, like a secret Shadow Freddy or something like that. This game doesn't have any of that. You just beat the night and it's done. Now let's talk the lost media aspect of the game. Obviously, the game is lost. That's obvious. But the matter of what could have happened to the game is still pretty unknown to me, even after all my research. I'm assuming that Glitch took the game down himself alongside the entire Game Jolt page. Or, for some fucking reason, Game Jolt crashed out and took it down himself. Because even when you try looking for his other games that he made around the time, the same thing happens. It's not just this one, but I was able to find something pretty interesting. I just typed in Glitch's like username into YouTube, and I was able to find a bunch of videos of a bunch of different creators making videos about his older games. Not even just Fusion, just other people. And holy hell, this man has been making games for a while. People have been making these little videos on Glitch's games for almost close to 10 years now. Cause I'm pretty sure, and I'll get into this a little bit later, Glitch hasn't made a new Fnaf game in years now. Eventually I kept searching and searching, and it was like at 3 a.m. and I eventually managed to find Glitch's YouTube channel. And on his YouTube channel, he mainly posts about a Halo Unreal Engine 4 game he's been working on. But look at that date. That says 3 days ago. And on his channel description, you're able to find his new Game Jolt page. And while it's mainly about the Halo project, if you scroll down a couple years ago, you'll see that he posted some FNAF related stuff. Now, was his older games or his Fredbear game on here? No. But look, I spent 6 years thinking this man was dead, low-key. So it's extremely cool for me to be able to find that he's still around and he's still making games. So now, what about the game? As of right now, and as of uploading this video, the game is still effectively lost. The only way we could ever get our hands on the game is if Glitch, for some reason out of the blue, went, hey, you know that one Fredbear game I made 10 years ago? Let me bring it back. Now, do I think this is gonna happen? Absolutely fucking not. Not because I don't think Glitch wants to. Unless he has an older file of the game already saved on his computer, then I don't think he has access to it himself probably. And I don't think it's gonna come back. But either way, I myself wasn't really familiar with any of Glitch's works outside of the Fredbear game. And even when I was, I didn't know they were made by the same person. Like, I didn't know A Shadow of Your Nightmares and this fucking Fredbear game were made by the same dude. So it was pretty interesting for me to find out that he made these games, and also a couple other of his older FNAF 8 games, and despite their quality, I still have a little bit of a soft spot for them now. And before we close off the video, I want to preference something. I don't think it's gonna happen because there's low-key a chance this video might perform like some buns. This video does kind of blow up. Don't go harass Glitch. Don't go to Glitch's YouTube channel. I mean, you can obviously go to Glitch's YouTube channel, but don't go to his YouTube channel and just start asking him about a Fredbear game. Because imagine you're working on a completely unrelated project and you get people telling you about your Fredbear game that you made 10 years ago. If I'm him, I'm gouging my eyes out. But please, don't go harass Glitch about this. Thank you. And yeah, that's really about it. This is a topic I've been wanting to talk about for years now. Like, I've been thinking about this Fredbear game for damn near 6 years now. This game is something extremely special to me, and the fact that I finally got to let everything out and, you know, just get to talk about this game, and I went down a little rabbit hole, and it was fun. I had lots of fun. This actually might be the most fun I've had making a video. I love everything surrounding this game. I love this game, and this video is one of my personal favorite videos now. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. I want to talk about my thumbnail of the video for this little at the end of the video. I was like halfway into making my video and I realized, holy balls, I don't got a thumbnail. So I want to go cook one up, and I wanted prominently to put Spring Freddy on the cover, because Fredbear, he just kind of looks like shit in this game, and this model of Fredbear, it kind of looks like buns too. There's no like still renders of them. The only still render is on the menu, and that one is, he's covered up by everybody else. So you're like, what about the jump scare? The jump scare looks like this. I'm not gonna get no still frame, so I had to get a Spring Freddy render from another Those Nights At Fredbear's remake, and I just made his hat black. Same thing with the Fredbear in the back. I had to grab a fan render of that Fredbear because there's no still renders of him. But the location, yeah, that's from this game. I just kind of wanted to talk about the thumbnail for a little bit. Bye.